Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your girl T. We back with another video. I thought I would share some things with y'all. A little something about me. WWE. I really was a big ass fan of WWE. Like, this is my way of, how I got into WWE and stuff like that. Watching it, as a kid growing up. So, I was a little girl. My dad was overseas. Well, he wasn't. No, this wasn't overseas. This was in Fort Lee, where all the military kids and stuff, and the military folks. So we lived over there. My dad and my mom used to, every Monday, I believe, and Fridays. And this was like, by the way, I'm like in the regression era, in between the PG era. So that's what my era was when I watched wrestling back then. Yeah. So they had ECW back then and WCW. Like, this was like in the 90s. I don't know, man. I just seen it with my eyes. Let me say that. Like, I wasn't talking. I was a kid, but I did see, I don't know. I can visualize things as a kid. Like, kids don't forget things and stuff like that. So I seen like blue lights, red lights, like the whole, background of with the Raw, SmackDown, ECW, WCW, seeing The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and all those guys. That was like, it was fascinating, because the only way they'll make me stop crying if I was seeing those type of lightnings and backgrounds, and as well seeing Ric Flair, of course, John Cena, Tori, who else? Trish Stratus, like I was so into those things. By the way, I was a baby, but I can visualize the lights and remember the fighters that was actually firing in that era. So as I really got older, I say like 5 or 7, 6 or 7. I started watching it deeply. I started, trying different moves on my siblings. Sometimes, I would get so pumped every Friday, every Fridays, every Mondays when wrestling come on. I was super excited. I couldn't wait. Some of I had bought some action figures. I don't know where they went, because I gotta find them actually. I had action figures, man. I was doing crazy stuff, bro. I was doing the choke slam. I was doing the pile driver. Safely, though. It wasn't like on hardwood floors and nothing like that. It was like on the bed and shit like that. Yeah, I watched a lot of wrestling. Back then, we had to pay for pay-per-views. Like, now you can get that stuff. You can go on Netflix and watch that and stuff like that, I believe. But I just want to, the reason why I'm saying this, like, I'm trying to welcome y'all to my world. And the wrestling, yeah, I watch wrestling, but it's just, to me, I feel like now all I can really watch is NXT, because Shawn Michaels over there. I think Shawn Michaels is doing a really good job with the NXT superstars over there. I feel like he has them ready. It just bring back a 90s feel to me. A 90 in the early 2000 feel, So I'm like really invested with the NXT part of things. But as far as like Monday, like I said, Monday night Raw is not really that bad. It's okay for me. It's decent, but when it comes to SmackDown, I can't really watch it. I can watch like the early battles and then I'm done. I can't. It's just some reason I just can't watch it. I don't. I can't like this. I just feel like every time I tune in, they talk about the same old John Cena. Then you have Jack, not Jack, Logan Paul, stuff like that. To be honest with you, it don't really draw me attention like it used to be back then when I was like watching it in the regression era between the PG era, whatever you want to call it. Because I know, wrestling folks got a lot of terminology, but me personally, like, now I just watch NXT. I love watching NXT and, how the superstars over there, the microphone skills into the wrestling skill. I feel like they have so much potential to make it to the next level. I feel like those group of guys over there in the NXT would make Raw and SmackDown not even twice times better, 3 times as better. Especially over there on SmackDown. I feel like they need a little bit more. I don't know what they're missing. I just feel like the matches, it's just not hitting how it used to be. It's just like, I just feel like it's falling apart. The storylines, like, it's like, damn. It's just like, at this point, it's like a money grab, really. Especially if you want to really go see, Raw, SmackDown especially. And, you go there, it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, man. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just, I'm not too in touch with Monday nights and SmackDowns like that, like I used to be. But I really enjoy NXT. I'll tune in NXT. I'll watch that 3 hours, if I being completely honest with you. But yeah, I just feel like, wrestling nowadays is not really, I wouldn't say it's not exciting. I'm not going to say that. It is the SmackDown part. When I tune in on Fridays, it's always like Cody Rhodes, John Cena, Logan Paul, those top 3 superstars, and they talk about it. But I just want to see something brand new, something that'll get people off their feet and actually want to sit there and actually want to watch SmackDown. But to me personally, maybe to each his own. Maybe you like SmackDown, but I don't know. I can't put my hands on it. It's just that it's not really like it used to be. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. People like it. But I really enjoy NXT. I think the men and the women are really, really good. And Shawn Michaels got that brand really, really kicking ass over there. But hey, I just wanted to share a little bit of light, a little bit of, that's how I really started getting into like wrestling and stuff like that. By watching, my parents watching wrestling in the 90s. Like, you got to remember, I was born in 1996, but me as a kid, not time I was still a baby, but I actually seen the lights. I actually remember the people that actually wrestled throughout, those matches and stuff like that. And the lights, the background lights. Yeah, Rey Mysterio, all of them. Like, it was crazy. I think Rey Mysterio was facing... It's crazy to me that I really remember this shit. But Rey Mysterio was going against, I think, Batista, right? What year was it? Yeah, it had to be. But yeah, I thought, like I said, I thought I'd share a little light. I fuck with, you know, I fuck with wrestling heavy, but I think this generation, I actually like NXT way better than any other brand. But everybody got they brand what they watch, what the watch. I have not. The thing is, it's crazy to me. I have not watched TNA in a minute. I really want to watch TNA, but I don't have like the channel to watch it. So let me know. It has anybody been watching TNA? I know that's a dumb question. I don't have the channel to watch TNA, so I'm very curious of what they got going over there. My brother, he's really heavy. My younger brother, he said it's TNA. I think it's doing good, something like that. We'll see, like I really want to go tap in with that. I saw AEW, but Tony Khan really got that brand to shit. That brand to me will never get better if you have Tony Khan still owning that company. I really wish that somebody was. I wish he would sell it and give it to somebody else and get a new writer or something, and somebody that can do a better job with the matches, like scheduling up these matches. It hasn't really been exciting for me to watch, except for actually, it hasn't really been exciting to me. Not to me. That's just my opinion. But King of Mayo been pretty good. I'll say King of Mayo been pretty good since he's been back. What else? I haven't really seen my girl. Y'all already know my girl Sasha Banks, but her name not Sasha Banks over there. It's very disappointing to see. Her mic skills is just bad, man. I'm a Sasha Banks fan up and down. CEO, well, her name is CEO over there at AEW. Let me fix that. But it's just not. I don't know what they're doing. It's not even they. It's just her. She's kind of like nerve wracking. I know. That's my girl, man. I got a crush on Sasha Banks. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really do. But it just, I don't know, man. I just feel like she should have stayed in WWE. Like, nothing over there. She has 2 titles. I know that. But it's just, I don't know. I don't think was the right decision for her to do. But to each his own. But other than that, ever since, like, I don't see Dr. Big Breaker no more. Like, that's one of my uprisings. That was my favorite person over there on AEW. Dr. Big Breaker. I don't even see her no more. I think, like, the last time I checked, they were saying, like, she was suspended because she didn't like the whole thing with the situation with the matches and stuff like that, which I do agree with her. I'm glad she ain't coming back. Hopefully she, find a home or whatever. But I really miss her. I really miss watching her on the mic, actually wrestling as well. But we'll see. I'm not really sure if Dr. Big Breaker is coming back in AEW. But I would like to see her, wrestle again and on the mic. That would be nice. But I don't know. Who knows? But shout out to y'all, man. I really do thank y'all for coming through and showing y'all love and support on my platforms and giving me the opportunity to speak and y'all putting y'all input and y'all opinions, y'all views, how y'all feel. Like, this is an open space platform where we all talk, Everybody, it's not about being right or wrong, It's about stating your opinion, what you guys think, and your view, what you guys see. But make sure you guys like, comment, turn on notifications, share up. This was just a little something. I know I probably was all over the place with, when I, first started being a wrestling fan and shit like that. But to sum it all up, I was just really saying, like, how I started watching wrestling heavy, but in the regression area and PG era, like how I could see the visuals in the background with the SmackDown, Raw, the colors, and then the superstars like Rey Mysterio, Batista, oh yeah, Edge, Ric Flair, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker, and so on. Trish Stratus. I was just stating what I used to watch until now. Now I watch NXT. That's it. I don't really watch the others. I mean, I watch a little bit of Monday Night, but it's like, again, I like it better on NXT. I feel like it's way more over there and way more talent in NXT, in my opinion. So I tune in. It just gives me a good feeling, like like the wrestling that I'm used to seeing. That's NXT right now. That is NXT right now. Their superstars is on fire, man. I just love it. I love the excitement. I love like the microphone skills and and the superstars over there. Like, it's so much better. But shout out to y'all, and hopefully let me know in the comment section who y'all all-time favorite WWE fan, or who's your favorite wrestling fan in today, and what era did you really started watching WWE or wrestling as a whole. I want to know. And I see y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace.